Stations of KUAM, proud sponsor of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, Guam 2016. What we own, what we have, what we share, united voice of the Pacific.
Day, welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Krystal Paco, so glad you could join us. Guam law requires that all peace officers meet a minimum physical fitness standard. Along with getting their waistlines measured, peace officers would have to complete a timed 1.5-mile run and push-ups and sit-ups that correspond to their age and gender. Tests begin in December, and in December 2017, those who fail to meet the minimum standard will face disciplinary action, possibly even termination. The judiciary of Guam tells us how they measure up. Come December, the judiciary of Guam will be ready.
I would say that we're already approaching 3/4 of all law enforcement officers at the court are ready to pass that test.
According to Administrator of the Courts Joshua Tenorio, they've been training since last year and conducting diagnostics tests quarterly. What they found early on was many were on track to fail.
We had a certain group of class of employees where the scores were pretty much a 90% fail. And because of some time that we've given, just 2 hours in the work week with targeted physical activity, we just, in our last test, that group of employees, the fail rate went down from 90% down to 20%.
It's not only the over 150 marshals, probation officers, school resource officers, and marshal reservists who are shaping up, but also their trusted leader, Chief Justice Robert Torres. In his State of the Judiciary address earlier this week, he announced he's traded his robe for running gear and anticipates passing the test. For his age, he'll have to do 28 sit-ups in a minute, 15 push-ups in a minute, run 1.5 miles in 16 minutes, and keep his waistline under 39 inches.
While my participation may not have any great impact on making our courts safer, I hope that at the least it's a reminder for all of Guam's law enforcement officers that post-compliance is totally possible if they put their hearts and minds to it.
On the other end of the scale, a recent Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission meeting revealed not all agencies will be ready for testings.
I understand that the other law enforcement entities are asking for changes. It would be speculative for us to plan for that. We're going to follow the law. We respect, the positions that all of the other groups are making based on their situation. But for us, we're going to forge ahead with the mandatory tests. I would just offer that, you try and identify some proactive resources to push in. The situation with the long hours and overtime at police and corrections has been a long-standing issue. It indicates that there are not enough officers, and hopefully, with some of the budget priorities that the legislature has given and the administration, hopefully they can get a handle on that. But I would agree that at least in the case where they're having staffing shortages, that probably is going to be a big factor.
The next post-commission meeting to discuss the physical fitness standards is set for June 9th at the Guam Community College. Don't be fooled by their leather jackets. The men and women that make up the island's motorcycle community are as friendly as they come, and they're hoping to reach out to more residents to spread awareness on motorcycle safety. Here's more. They see you, but can you see them?
You can easily miss a motorcycle in your windows, even in your mirrors, even if you're looking. You miss them because you're looking for cars, or you're focusing on cars. You're not focusing on somebody on a motorcycle. So basically, you got to get people to realize it. And it's all year round, not just during May.
May marks Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. Bikers around the island, including Harley Owners Group Mariana Islands Chapter historian Michael Setzer II and Director Ray Quintanilla, recognize their strength in numbers.
We, as motorcycle riders, should be responsible and know safety features and stuff that or safety practices and stuff that will keep us from getting injured out there. A lot of the problems is people don't really see the motorcycles and stuff, so we encourage most of our members to actually ride in groups, and that's one of the things that we practice.
They also recognize their job to be responsible riders.
It's everybody's responsibility. We have to be watching people and being careful, because we know that some people just aren't going to see us. So we got to be proactive.
For riders like Setzer, little investments can make them more visible to other drivers.
Like one thing I did on my motorcycle is I actually got an accessory that actually mounts on the back of my helmet. It actually hooks up with my brakes and my turn signals. So when I'm driving at night, I actually have lights on the back of my helmet that I actually light up. So that let people know. I have changed my lights to LEDs, which are much brighter and much more visible, again, to let the other people see you. Because that's the thing, getting the other guys to see you. Because if they don't see you, they can run into you.
And when it comes to helmets,
It's just something that we actually try to encourage people to do. I actually think it's a choice. And, when you buy a motorcycle, you know what the risks are in owning a motorcycle, so you should be responsible. Take that upon yourself to make sure that you have safety gear on when you do ride. Even as simple as you can wear a helmet, and if you wear Zoris and shorts, that doesn't do you any good. You know what I mean? Putting a helmet on is different. Speed is what kills, not necessarily whether or not you're using a helmet.
for more information on the Harley Owners Group Mariana Islands chapter, visit the Harley-Davidson shop in Assen or visit their Facebook page. Parents and students should feel a little safer now that the installation of security systems at 36 Guam public schools relative to the Secure Our Schools Act of 2013 is finally underway. According to Superintendent John Fernandez, although installations by vendor G4S began later than expected due to permitting issues, the project is back on track and should be completed by February of next year.
We were looking at 6 phases of about 6 schools each. So we're probably going to have to double up the number of schools that we're going to be able to address at any one time. So that's the continued discussion with the vendor, and we'll move, accordingly with them to make sure we take care of doing these things within that year time frame.
He added schools will be prioritized based on their risk levels and past vulnerability to both break-ins and burglaries. Following their vote to confirm, the Guam Memorial Hospital Board of Trustees has a new trio of members. It was back in January when the abrupt resignation of 3 members left the board without a quorum. This resulted in Governor DeCalvo signing an executive order to create a management advisory team. GMH Administrator Peter John Camacho says he's excited for the opportunity of the new board members to work with the HMAT team.
The advisory management team is looking at certain things in the hospital, and when the governor assumed control over the hospital, he pulled those resources together to help the hospital. So I think that there still is and that's a great synergy for us. I'm sure that the new incoming board members and the other board members, would like an opportunity also to hear what the results of their work with us has been. And so I'm sure that they'll look forward to that.
He doesn't know whether the HMAT team would be dissolved now that the board has reached a quorum. The new members confirmed by the Guam legislature include Eloy Lazama, Lillian Perez-Posadas, and Melissa Weibel. They joined the other trustees, Edna Santos, Ricardo Terlahi, Valentino Perez, Sharon Davis, and ex officio member Evelyn Akimoto. Mental health issues affect millions of people nationwide and range from anxiety to depression to mood swings and psychosis. However, national statistics show that only half of those affected seek treatment. As part of Mental Health Awareness Month this May, residents are encouraged to break the stigma and understand that mental health is an important component of overall physical health. Here's Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center Deputy Director Benny Pinala.
Strong advances in improving prevention, increasing early intervention, and expanding treatment of mental illness.
Stakeholders noted that more investment and resources are needed to support the issue, which affects everything from employment to recidivism. 75% of inmates at the Department of Corrections are re-institutionalized within 5 years. It's a startling statistic that shows the need for greater services. The Department of Justice has designated the last week of April as National Reentry Week, the first ever designation in Guam and the nation. In light of this, United States Attorney for Guam and the Sinamay, Alicia Limtiaco, said community outreach will ramp up in the next few months.
that will be conducted by Michael G. Santos, and he is an individual who has re-entered after serving 27 years in federal prison.
Santos will train individuals from DOC, the Department of Youth Affairs, and the private sector. The newly established Superior Court of Guam reentry program will also begin later this year. The month of May was also recognized in celebration of an organization that has made a difference in the lives of many residents with disabilities for the past 35 years. Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio proclaimed May as Guma Mommy Month. The community-based nonprofit who was honored for contributing to the depth of the quality of care and services for Guamanians with disabilities. In this week's Local Harvest, we take a closer look at the 12th Annual May Harvest Festival. Joan Uggan-Charfaris has more.
What is May Harvest? It's a festival that symbolizes and recognizes the hardworking men and women who till the soil and produce local fruits and vegetables for the community. Through the fruits of their labor, the community is creating a healthy lifestyle and consumption of organic fresh fruits and vegetables. On Thursday, the annual event was held at the Department of Agriculture and is in partnership with the Farm to Table organization. All farmers, gardeners, growers, as well as agricultural enthusiasts who are interested in learning about basic organic and natural growing methods were encouraged to attend. And those in attendance, which included several of the island's dignitaries, were able to sample some of the crops grown on the farm and were treated to a table full of dishes prepared by the Guam Community College's talented culinary arts program, utilizing the bounty that had been harvested by the department's farm, as well as various farms throughout the island. Since the month of May is during the dry season, it is the peak period of farm production on the island. The next 3 months, we'll see the start of the rainy season, which is from July through November. During this period, crops such as melons have difficulty growing. So the next time you're out shopping for groceries, think of all the good you'll do by supporting the local farmers and buying local. The benefits of farming provide necessities, jobs, and businesses for our island. With this week's Local Harvest, I'm Jonathan Charfris.
Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, Ken Kitanita introduces you to this year's Teacher of the Year. Plus later, the Guam Crime Stoppers Report. Keep it here.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on. Beautiful day. And the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
Spring into summer savings with Triple J Auto Group. Hot deals and up to $1,000 cash back just in time for summer spending. Get unbelievable deals in all 2015 and 2016 models. Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $98 per paycheck and used cars as low as $85 per paycheck. Now's the time to buy during Triple J's Spring into Summer sales event. Get pre-approved instantly at carsquam.com. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Follow KUAM News on Twitter or become a fan on Facebook to get all your daily headlines from Guam's News Network.
Hafaday, welcome back to Weekend Edition. I'm Ken Quintaniza, and I'm here with 2016 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Krystal Paco. She's a third grade teacher at UP Elementary School. First, congratulations and thanks again for joining us. First, how does it feel to be recognized for all your hard work?
You know, it's really very overwhelming, to say the least. I'm very happy and honored to be recognized just for doing my job. And it's very humbling as well because I know there's so many exceptional teachers here in our public schools, and to be singled out, I just feel that I'm just representing all of them. So it's very humbling and what a blessing it is.
And you know, with this honor comes great responsibility. How do you plan to inspire other teachers?
Well, I can do that by continuing to promote excellence in my teaching inside the classroom, and also to make myself available to whatever opportunities I can get when admin asks me to do presentations or how to help out with observations and all that, and just really being there for my colleagues and continuing to do my best in the classroom and being a good example.
And you're an inspiration to your students and your peers. Who inspires you?
My inspiration really comes from the students. It's all about them. It's all about my kids. And just knowing that I can make a difference in their lives by working hard and really doing my best each and every day, each and every minute that I can teach at my best, give my best, come to work prepared, really thinking about how to really impact their learning. That's my inspiration, making a difference in their lives.
Have you always known you wanted to become a teacher? What led you to this decision to enter this field of work?
Ever since I was young, my mom would take me to her classroom because she was a teacher and she was a very good teacher. So I would watch her teach, and she was very animated with her students. She was also an elementary school teacher. She was very good at it. And that's when I said, I want to be just like her. And here's where I am now.
How long have you been teaching? And for people who are maybe thinking about this field of work or are teachers right now maybe having a hard time, first, how long have you been teaching, and what words, what inspiration would you give people wanting to become a teacher as well?
I've been teaching for 22 years, and teaching is really the noblest profession. You know, we are not paid as much as other careers are, but we make such a difference and impact on people's lives. You know, we produce the doctors and the lawyers. Without good teachers, they won't be there. So we really, really have a big impact on the community and our island's future.
You mentioned that this award wasn't just about you, but you represent all teachers or everyone in this field. Can you have any words for those people who are aspiring to become a teacher of the year, just to become a better teacher overall?
Oh, just become confident about yourself while staying humble. You know, this can also be for you. I never thought I would really get this honor. That's why I always say I'm very humbled, you know, and I also want to share this award or this honor to my co-finalists who were just as deserving, I feel. Yes, and everybody can have this honor if just just keep working hard and believing in yourself.
And lastly, do you have any shout outs or thank yous you want to give to your family or anyone in the community?
Oh, absolutely. My husband, first and foremost, who always very, very supportive. I work late, checking papers and preparing for lessons. And he's always there to support me. And of course, my admin, my great principal, Dr. Perez, and Mrs. Salas, our assistant principal, and all my colleagues at UPI. Wonderful, wonderful team.
Thanks so much again, Mrs. Krystal Kennard, our 2016 Teacher of the Year. Stay tuned. The Guam Crime Stoppers Report is up next.
Now is the time, Guam. The Drive and Discovery event is going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Get the award-winning 2016 Hyundai Accent starting at just $11,995. That's right, $11,995. Or indulge in the completely redesigned 2017 Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. For fast credit approval, visit us online at carsplusguam.com. With quick and easy financing available, the time to buy is now. Come experience the Drive and Discovery event today at Cars Plus Hyundai, the official vehicle sponsor of FestPack. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Most fast food places use formulas to create their combos, but all that math doesn't always equal something tasty. At my place, you can get a mouth-watering sourdough bacon ranch combo. A full-size beef patty, bacon, and creamy ranch sauce on toasted sourdough bread, plus hot and salty fries and a drink for just $4.99. Because flavor always beats formulas. Sourdough bacon ranch combo, just $4.99 for a limited time. Combo's done my way.
Every single day at hundreds of locations around the world, the USO strengthens America's service members by keeping them connected to family, home, and country. More than 3,500 military members visit our two-month center each month. Funding for USO services comes from private donors like you. Help us continue supporting our troops and their families by joining us at the 7th Annual Individual Callaway Double Peoria Format Golf for Our Heroes Tournament on Wednesday, May 11th at the Onward Telefofo Golf Resort. Call 647-4USO for registration and information.
Road again, moving on forward. 6 stones won't break a bone. We're in the car on a highway. It's a magical feeling that no one's got a home. You're a catalyst to your happiness, you know. This is your heart, it's a lie, it's pumping down. In a whole wide world is whistling.
When you reserve a party at Chuck E. Cheese's, it's guaranteed to be a blast. 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And now, birthdays are more of a blast than ever. Because for a limited time, tickets in the Ticket Blaster are worth double.
A well-put-together man is said to be sharp. At GMC, we get why people appreciate that kind of precision. After all, precision is the kind of sharp that slices through a crowd. This is the precision of professional grade.
Visit AutoSpot GMC today for great offers. We are your GMC dealer of Guam.
Welcome back, everybody. Officer Paul Tapao is here from GPD, and we are talking about the quick-wittedness of an elderly gentleman, that his actions, like while he was getting robbed, essentially, tons of people watch this video online, tens of thousands of views, but his thinking and his ingenuity actually saved his business and possibly saved himself from receiving bodily harm.
Yeah, absolutely. His wit and his situational awareness really played a fine part in this scenario. I mean, here you have, he's outnumbered. He's probably outmuscled and everything, but he still had his wit to understand what was going on, what needed to be done, and how to execute it. So, we want to stress that in the event that you're caught off guard, you should always be, have that situational awareness, always have that second plan interface and how to execute it. So, like I said, his wit is still strong.
Now, to contextualize this for maybe some people that are kind of gray on what we're talking about, there was an elderly gentleman who was essentially the shop's owner. Strangers walked inside and they appeared to be, robbing. And so he immediately started screaming, "I'm having a heart attack, I'm having a heart attack." And that, that caused them to like freak out, which was proved to be like a very, very smart thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. These criminals have a one-track mind. Let's secure him and let's just go rummage into the area. But when you add a variable into that, such as a scream, such as resistance, such as the phone ringing or anything, you're adding that variable of time now. And he created that. He created that time where now it's like, you guys have to think of what your next move is. Either you're going to continue or you're going to flee, and you're going to provide me the time for my safety, either to flee or to call the police. So he was really on point when he did that.
So what would you recommend for the rest of the people out there? You're like, maybe this gentleman, had the plan in the back of his mind for one day, for if I ever have to use this is what I'll do. But some people just make it up on the fly, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
How can we prepare?
I like to use this like in the game of soccer. You always look for your opportunities. Take your opportunities when it comes, whether it's that space, that one moment where you can push and flee, do that. Is that one moment where you can distract by throwing something at them, blocking their view, do that. Or is that one moment where you have that opening to scream and draw attention to you? That's your window of opportunity. Take advantage of that. And he saw that. He took he took a shot at goal and he actually scored on the goal.
The easiest thing to do would probably be just scream as loud as you can, call for help. And
absolutely, because you're putting that verbal in now to the perpetrators into thinking, oh, what I'm going to do to quiet them down, or what I'm going to do next. So it really played a valuable role in what he did.
And the way we Guamanians are, if we hear someone calling for help and everything, we're always going to go over and see if anybody is in distress, and we're going to help out.
Yeah, absolutely. You're bringing the attention to you now. You're not, you're bringing that good attention to you to find out what's going on, and you're letting everybody know that you need help.
All right. Well, let's find out the 411 on this latest crime.
On Friday, April 29, our officers from the Tumon Precinct Command responded to the new box seats located in Route 16 Lower Barragán Heights in reference to a robbery. Now, according to the police report, at around 3:30 p.m., the store owner was alone in his store when three male individuals entered the store. The individuals then shoved the store owner into the restroom, causing the owner to fall. The male individuals then began rummaging through the store, and the owner called out, informing the individuals that he was experiencing a heart attack. The individuals immediately left the store, allowing the owner to call the police. The Guam Crime Stoppers is asking the help from the island relative to this robbery. Should anyone have any information, please call 477-HELP. If you have any information about this crime or any other crime, please call Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. That's 477-4357. You can also send a text to 486-HELP. That's 486-4357. You can also submit information of a crime through our webpage at guam.crimestoppersweb.com or call the Guam Police Department at 475-8615, 6 or 7. Guam Crime Stoppers wants to remind the public that we do not use caller ID and you do not have to leave your name. You can receive a cash reward of up to $1,000 if the information provided leads to the arrest and conviction for the person or persons responsible for this crime or any other crime.
All right, so once again, probably the easiest thing to do is just scream as loud as you can for as long as you can, and hopefully that scares off would-be crime doers.
Yeah, create your opportunity, whether it's to, I like to say, strike and distract and flee. It's the basic form of self-defense. Strike, distract, and flee. You want to provide space. You want to provide time for safety and time to get help.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me again.
All right. Please stay tuned. We are back after this.
Take a look around you, everything it has a beat. From the people all around to the walls of concrete. There's a rhythm, there's a flow, there's a stop, there's a go. If you never paid attention, then maybe you didn't know. Everything is moving to a relative time. You can always count it out. There's a reason and a rhyme. You will make me feel alive like the music so sweet. So cut up off your seat, just feel the beat. Just feel the beat, yeah. Just feel the beat. Hey.
I was lucky, everyone got me. I'm just ridiculously like the dollar on set. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Welcome to the most social car we've ever designed. The all-new Nissan Murano. Nissan, innovation that excites.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Now is the time, Guam. The Drive and Discovery event is going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Get the award-winning 2016 Hyundai Accent starting at just $11,995. That's right, $11,995. Or indulge in the completely redesigned 2017 Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. For fast credit approval, visit us online at CarsPlusGuam.com. With quick and easy financing available, the time to buy is now. Come experience the Drive and Discovery event today at Cars Plus Hyundai, the official vehicle sponsor of FestPack. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Join the Guam Visitors Bureau along with the Pacific Asia Travel Association for the PATA Annual Summit May 18th to the 21st at the Dusatani Guam Resort. Meet visitor industry experts from around the world, receive the latest industry trends, and network to help your business grow. Seating is limited, so register today for your chance to participate in this world-class event. To register, visit pata.org or call GVB today.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Celebrating this weekend, turning 4, Kaile Kirichai. Happy birthday, we love you from all your family. And turning 8, Joseph Patrick Bloss from his mom and the entire family. Blessings and best wishes on your birthday to Mike Malolo Madness. We love you from the family. Also celebrating this weekend, happy birthday to you, Nina Evelyn. Love your godson, Odin, and the family. Happy birthday, Paisley Venus. And to Grandma Lupi Cordero, happy birthday. Love the entire family. And last but not least, happy birthday, Athena Grace Duenas. Remember, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. It's that simple. Time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a happy Mother's Day to all Guam moms, especially my mom. Love you, Mom.
Closed captioning is brought to you by